Well, what I always say is, it's for me, this is my normal. So I don't see them as having additional needs.
Just everyday life is a struggle. He struggles with day-to-day stuff, long-term things, short-term, just an overall struggle.
Adam was born with a condition called cranial synostosis, which means that the sutures of the skull had fused together whilst he was in utero.
When I was younger, people kept on saying, you won't be able to work, do that.
I'm a very independent person. I go to nourishing people at People Matters. I produce and sell healthy snacks where I work. I love to go up my Dazzle and dance with my team.
It affects my confidence, but it doesn't. But that's about it. Like if I want to do something new, it doesn't really affect me. And like, oh, I can't do it. But if it's something I want to do, I'm always like, oh, I might get it wrong. And
for me, I look at this group as not having a disability. I go into that group as if I'm teaching any child, any young adult. I don't look at what they can or can't do. It's the sake of we're gonna give it a go and let them all have a try of everything. So since we last did the documentary, we've developed this group quite a lot. They've had a lot more opportunities. They're now coming in with different dance artists, coming in doing different dance styles, a bit of contemporary, a bit of rock and roll. So yeah, all these experiences are amazing.
I feel like our dancers get so much out of this programme. For example, one of our dancers, Paige, yesterday came up to me prior to doing one of the tasters in one of the styles contemporary and was like, oh Mason, I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to do this. And then actually after the session came up to me and was like, I really can't believe that I actually was able to do that. I was really, really nervous and really scared about doing it. It's something that I've not done before. And just to see like there's just that growth in her self-belief was just amazing because, you know, like already today it's day 2 and she's come in and she was like, Mason, all I've been doing is practicing it. I've been telling my grandma last night that I can do contemporary dance, and yeah, it was just amazing to see.
This year, we're working on inclusive dance project. Last year, we created this awesome documentary, and this is an extension of that documentary. It's funded through the Leeds Community Foundation, Mohan Westlake Arts Education Fund, and what a great opportunity and a great chance for our young people to be upskilled, and not only to the young people but the practitioners, and without funding support like this it wouldn't be able to be possible. So we're like super grateful. We're working on taking what we did last year and looking at the parents' experiences, but this year really looking at what they get as participants and as dancers. And by that, we're bringing lots of different artists who are experts in different dance genres. And we're bringing that together with a wonderful filmmaker. We're making Dance for Film, and we're putting a new documentary together, just really highlighting the participants' experiences, and we hope that you enjoy it.
I really enjoy because I always feel enjoyed with people with learning difficulties, and I've got learning difficulties, and I get that adrenaline when I'm dancing and stuff.
I love Chrissy and Ian. They understand our special needs and what we can and what we can't do. we say we can't do it, Chrissy says you can give it a go, and if you can't do it, then I'll do another move. But she always makes us give it a go before we just go, nah, I can't do it.
I've been learning about different dance styles that I haven't really done before, and I've been able just to interact with people outside of the normal dance lesson environment. I just want to be able to show people that even if you have got like a mental disability, it doesn't say that you can't do things that everyone else can. So I want to be like a role model for other people.
This week at Dazzle we've been working together by doing like different workshops. We have been doing like rock and roll dancing with partners and in a team, and we've also been doing contemporary. When I'm dancing my frame, I feel like I'm able to be free and like express myself through like dancing with my frame, and I want to like be able to inspire others who may have the same disability as me or something similar, that they can do it.
I think it's important because every person deserves the same opportunity, and this group doesn't always necessarily get the same opportunities as everybody else, and so the main importance for me is that they get to do and experience everything that anybody else would do.
It's super important that our young dancers and our young adults with a physical or learning disability get a whole rounded experience, and not just what they regularly do. So it's really important that we can bring in external artists and we can try different movement practices to expand their, not only their movement vocabulary, but the possibilities of what they can do as dancers. And a lot of these dancers may think, oh, I can't do that, I can only do this one thing. But this working with lots of different artists and coming together in an intense way like this has allowed these dancers who in their everyday life face lots of different challenges to think to themselves, do you know what, I can overcome that, and there's not really anything that I can't do. And this is just one additional step on them gaining full independence and living as independent adults. And if we can give them the skills, knowledge and experience now, the possibilities for them in the future is endless.
Quite interestingly, I didn't actually have to adapt much of my practice or the phrase that I'd kind of come prepared with this week, which really surprised me, just because instinctively the dancers themselves were adapting it as we went on. Naturally, I had a couple of different versions of the phrase and kind of anticipated that that's what I would have had to kind of do, but it was really, really amazing to see that they were just doing this themselves. And for me, it kind of made me want to commend Chrissy and all the amazing work that she's actually been doing with these young people, because it means that they're quite used to doing that already and taking that independence. I just thought it was really, really, really inspiring, actually.
I've noticed this week that our practitioners have not really changed any of their practice. They have been themselves and they've taught a dance class in like they would to any of our other dance groups, which has been amazing to see. Our inclusive dance group have really just adapted themselves and been amazing.
My role in this project is to deliver some rock and roll classes to give them a different experience, a different style of dance. And I'm from Empire Dance Troupe, my own school, and I'm here working with Dazzle. I've done rock and roll for many, many years now, and I too have inclusive dancers who have done rock and roll. So we thought would it be a great opportunity for them to try some rock and roll, some partner work, and a different experience for them. Rock and roll works for dancers with different abilities because someone, say, who has cerebral palsy, then you don't have to do everything two-handed. You use that one hand that they can do it with. It helps strengthen the legs because you're really putting emphasis on certain movements that are lower down, but it's not too strenuous on the body. It's shaking your hips, being free-minded, and having just a good time. Like, it's finding those moments where you can just let loose and enjoy yourself.
I don't think we've got any challenges working this way. I just think it's amazing that the group is continuing to grow. We're getting to do new styles. Again, new artists coming in, giving them all the opportunities that everybody should be given anyway, so that this group will just continue to grow and become bigger and better. It's been hard handing the group over to somebody else because it's always just been me that sort of led everything, the styles that they've been doing with the other dance leaders involved, and handing this over to other dance artists who necessarily don't teach this kind of group. I've been stood on the sideline watching in, but actually I've been so happy watching them all laughing, joking. It's actually put me a little bit more at ease that I'm quite ready to hand them over even more frequently.
I like coming to this group because even if we've got special needs, Chrissy don't treat us any different. She treats us exactly the same. She don't use a mandy-pandy voice with us.
It's been a bit like weird because I wasn't sure if they would be able to understand, but after the first day was a bit like, it started a bit weird because it was new people. But I know them, but they didn't teach me before. But today's been better, and I got used to them as well. It's very similar because they don't treat us like different. They treat us like we're just the same as their people in their classes.
I like coming to Dazzle because I've got amazing teachers like Christy and Fallon and everyone else. I've got amazing friends who made friendships that'll last forever, and was able I can dance and do something that I've been passionate about for years. I just want to be able, I don't know, I want to make more inclusive dances. I want everyone to be able to dance no matter what they can, no matter what the barriers are in life.
I really like coming to this group to see people who I normally don't see when I'm here. I'm normally just bored.
I'm enjoying different dances, and I'm enjoying doing different kind of dances.
To continue growing the group that we have, you will notice later on that we have actually got new members since the last documentary. So seeing the group grow and work together amazingly as a team, and for people to recognise that there's these kind of groups around and that they can do exactly what other groups are doing. I'd love for them to showcase more, again grow that little bit more and make people aware that, as we said before, it's ability, not disability.
Because I do dance competitions, I've got the biggest trophies of all of them, usually. Really big trophies in my bedroom, and I feel really proud of myself winning them. Really, really loving it, and I always feel really excited and stuff about dancing, and I always say to myself and my family, I can't wait to dance.
My highs this week so far are that the dancers just love to just try. They're all, yes, I'll try that. Let's have a go. Can we do it again? It's really great to see that everyone just has a passion for it, and they gain their own confidence from what they do. Whereas if they didn't have this sort of community, this new family that they've now built, that personality might not be there. Now you can see themselves coming into their own and seeing them developing their own skills and their own personalities is great to see. It's very rewarding.
Some of the challenges are due to their disabilities and stuff like that, they may get tired a little bit more, but with the guys that we have, they really push themselves, and it's not often that they have to go, I need to sit down, I need a break. But we have had, this week, it has been quite full on for them. but they've been absolutely amazing.
My aim for this group is for them to come here and have lots of fun, be themselves, and just to come out and really feel like they've achieved everything that they've set out to achieve.
My main aims for the group this week are just for our dancers to feel like they've kind of really stretched themselves and learnt something new that they might not ordinarily do, and just, you know, most importantly, have fun and feel like they've really enjoyed themselves this week, above all else.
I think it's important that Dazzle run these kind of sessions because it just shows to young people all over with a disability that there's nothing that you cannot do.
And no one else does sessions like Dazzle. There's not many, or I don't know many organisations that allow people with disabilities to enjoy a big creative week and let them have a chance to try new styles of dance.
Just to see that they are capable of doing other styles, other tutors coming in, and they respond really well to these other tutors. That was one of my main issues that I think I had, that I didn't know how they'd react and respond to other tutors. I know they've seen these tutors around and some of them they've never met before, but knowing these young people, and I was worried that they wouldn't respond really well to them, but actually it's made me really happy that they have done.
It's been amazing. I'm very pleased of them letting me enjoy coming and see how it's like with them, and it's been really amazing. I usually say, oh, I love Dazzle. They're my favourite dance school, and I watch them as well on YouTube, on my television, and I'm like, I can't wait to see them.
My favourite is Tate.
The challenges that our dancers may come across is that it is really intensive. They are long days, so they may get tired. However, I've not actually seen them get tired yet, and they're just the happiest, most positive dance group that I've worked with.
I think it's really important that other dancers can get different access to other styles, because not everybody's going to be a ballerina, not everybody's going to be a belly dancer. It's trying your own skills, trying different skills and bringing you into your different comfort zones, and learning new experiences is good for everybody. It makes you stand out and be more confident.
Because like the teachers at my school, where they don't treat us like special needs people, she teaches us like normal, like people who do dance and like have more ability. It just feels like going to a normal dance class with no like special needs around it. It just feels like you're going to a dance class and you just have a normal dance teacher do it.
Comment hết Dazzle mẹ happy and excited.
I've done quite a lot of stuff and I really enjoyed it. Coming when make me feel like I'm in school and I'm doing lots of like dancing and kind of different routines.
It's great to see dancers overcome barriers that may come across. There's Katie, she has a frame, so I all wrongly assumed that she might really struggle with rock and roll, but she uses her own initiative and she finds her own way of doing it, and it's great to see that even at a fast speed where we're moving quite on fast with choreography, that she'll just find her way of doing it, and it's great to see, and she has fun along the way.
Well, I got given the opportunity to do my level 1 dance leadership course. It pretty much works towards me getting a qualification, and if I keep doing it, I might be able to have my own group eventually, which I'm really happy about, because that's something I want to do. Is I want to like teach other people and like give them the opportunity that I had.
It is really scary at first, but then I get over it because everyone's cheering and really happy, and I won't be able to do it without everyone. And I just feel like really overjoyed and proud of not just myself but everyone else, and hopefully people will get inspired by what we do. It means the world to me, and like I would never dream of actually doing dance, which has just been my dream for ages, and it's like a dream come true really.